So today's topic, what do you do when your pet dies? You ask that occasionally. Harley, what do I do when my pet dies? Well, let's go back from a training ride, and little pet cockatoo here, he was on the ground. He's passed away. Now, for those who don't know, we got Squawker. We found him on the side of the road a few weeks ago. He's lost a lot of feathers on his back. I won't show you what. He's got a bit of a cut in his back from a falcon or a cat or something like that. So, little Squawker's passed away this morning. It's sad, isn't it? It's sad. So, when your pet dies, I'll put him down. When your pet dies, we'll put him in the garden later on. When your pet dies, or an animal dies, my goal with Squawker, we had him in the shed here, set it up, big room, gave him the whole shed as a rehabilitation. When his feathers grew back in 6 months' time, when you start flying around the cage, when the bird starts flying around the cage, wants to get out, it's time to let the fuckers out. Birds shouldn't be in cages unless they're getting rehabbed, and then they're set for release. When your pet fucking dies, it's crazy that people still eat meat. You know, like, people, like, there's pet cemeteries, there's like, you can have an autopsy report why your pet died. There's fucking vets, man. There's vet surgeries, vet clinics, animal hospitals fucking all around the world. And we're fucking eating over 60 billion animals a year in the US. Like, what the fuck? How fucked up is that? How fucking crazy is that? Here's a seed, right? People go, oh, it's not the same. Pet's different to an animal you eat, Durianrider. How the fuck is it different, really? It's not fucking different. It's only different to fucking crazy people. I've got a seed here. It's actually swelled up from this jar. Alright, so here's an example. I've got a green sapote seed here. It's starting to sprout open. I'm going to plant that little bugger in the ground, alright? It's going to be my pet tree. And if the pet tree dies, I'll start crying. As if you cry when your plant dies. As if you go training with your plant. As if you snuggle up to a plant, a pet fruit or a pet seed. You know what I mean? So I'm going to rear this tree from birth. But if it gets hit by a lightning storm or whatever, like, oh, fuck. I got some good fruit off that one. I'm not going to cry about it. It's crazy, man. It's crazy that people have this. They have pets and they fucking eat meat. They eat animals. They have pet fish and then they go and eat fish. They have a fucking pet cat and they eat cat. They they take their kids to the pettings. They look at the cows and sheep and lambs and they go and fucking eat them afterwards for lunch. That's like fucking insane. And we have to lie to our children about the slaughterhouses and shit. To kill an animal, you have to desensitize yourself. People are like, I kill animals all the time. Because you're a redneck motherfucker. And part of your heart had to be switched off so you could do that. You cannot kill an animal with no sentiment afterwards or no regret. If you're a conscious, aware person, human being, you can't do that. You have to be like a bit of a Hannibal Lecter sort of mentality. You have to be. That's why when you kill an animal in front of a kid, the kid's going, they're not going, yeah. Only a redneck kid would do that who's been desensitized, but the first time a kid goes hunting with his parents and sees an animal getting killed, they're like, you just look at them. There's something wrong here. I remember when I went fishing, the first time I saw a fish get its head chopped off, I'm like, you know, it didn't feel good. Didn't feel good, but then the fisherman, that's what you gotta do, son. That's what you gotta do. That's where your fish comes from. You eat fish, don't you? Yeah. That's where your fucking fish comes from. That's why we have to hide the slaughterhouses and shit. Because the truth's too full on. That's why when a lot of Western tourists go to Asia and they see all the live pig slaughter and all that, they're like, that's so fucking cruel. I'm eating my bacon, but that's fucking cruel shit. It's like, you're a fucking hypocrite. You're like Gordon Ramsay, a fucking hypocrite. Gordon Ramsay like talks about how, it's fucking, you know, like we look after our animals here. Gordon, you're full of fucking shit. You know it. You can't care about animals and fucking slit their neck. That's like having a friend live in your house for 5 years. You feed them, you listen to them, you care for them, and then one day when they're fat enough, you're like, and you go, hey man, like I looked after my mate. I looked after him real good, man. We talked, we went for walks together. Always had good food and water, good shelter. Always safe from the wolves and foxes. Looked after my mate, but I fucking killed him and ate him. Hell's Kitchen, brother. Fucking insanity, hypocrisy on steroids. there was recently in a paper the person left their dog in a hot car. Someone smashed the window to give the dog some cool air, and there's a whole controversy around it. How the fuck do you care about one animal and then go and fucking eat another? How do you have a pet and you pat it and you kiss it and then you go and fucking eat animals, man? That's so hypocritical. I'm not going to fucking kiss this seed and, oh, you little coochie. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to give it a massage or... it's a fucking plant, man. There's some plants have got feelings too, Harley. Eating animals are the same as eating a plant. I'm going to have my fucking paleo burger. Okay, fuckhead. I'll go to your house and we'll drive the car on top of your dog or the lawn. And you're going to tell me it's the same thing? Oh, well, the lawn's got feelings, the dog's got feelings. It's the same, Harley. Bullshit. So that's just my thing. When your pet dies, get in touch with what you're doing on life, with what you're doing with your life, what you're doing on the planets. Are you aligning your morals and ethics with your lifestyle? Are you pretending you fucking care for animals? A lot of people have pets. Like, I care about animals. I really do. I never fucking take it for a walk or whatever. But I really, and I care about animals. And I love eating them too. I fucking love eating steak and pizza and bacon and shit on it. I love my fish and chips, Harley. It's like as kids we're born into this dementia of the asylum. It's just insanity. But once you step out of that shadow and you start to see how fucked up this whole situation is, you're like, okay, I can be part of the solution versus part of the problem. So I'm more positive, like, what do you do when your pet dies? Use it as reinforcement to know that you're on the right path. If you go home and your pet's dead, and the first thought in your head is going, oh, that's free lunch. It's free lunch. It's just died in natural causes. Free lunch, karma free lunch, which it is. You had your pet, it's died in natural causes. Eat it! Otherwise, a vegan diet is for you.